All right, then, first up, it was Donald Trump speaking to the media at that Trump Kennedy Center press conference. And as you would have it, he began with his West Asian update. He said the Iranian leaders have been obliterated completely. The Iranian navals and their mine deploying capabilities, 30 of those ships completely sunk. And of course, talking about how 90% of Iran's ballistic missile capability has been completely hit and obliterated. Here's the US president, what he said. Take a listen for yourselves.
We have a wonderful group of very, very smart, talented patriots at this table. Our powerful military campaign to end the threats posed by the Iranian regime continued in full force over the past few days. They have been literally obliterated. The Air Force is gone. The Navy is gone. Many, many ships have been sunk. They're warfighting ships, but I guess they didn't know how to use them. And anti-aircraft is decimated. Their radar is gone, and their leaders are gone. Other than that, they're doing quite well. They've been a terror for 47 years. And now, I guess, the world, through the United States, with the help of Israel, is doing what should have been done many years ago. Should have been done many years ago. Since the beginning of the conflict, we've struck more than 7,000 targets across Iran, and these have been mostly commercial and military targets. We've achieved a 90% reduction in their ballistic missile launches and a 95% reduction in drone attacks. The missiles are trickling in now at very low levels because they don't have too many missiles left. We've also attacked the manufacturing plants, the places where they manufacture the missiles and the drones, and that's going on today. We just hit 3 of them today. And it's getting very hard for them to manufacture. More than 100 Iranian naval vessels have been sunk or destroyed over the last week and a half. That has to be some kind of a record. Additional strikes continue to launch from all directions every single hour. And as you know, we attacked Karg Island and knocked it literally, destroyed everything on the island except for the area where the oil is. I call it the pipes. We left the pipes. We didn't want to do that, but we will do that. We can do that on 5 minutes' notice. It'll be over. But for purposes of someday rebuilding that country, I guess we did the right thing. But it may not stay that way. Just one simple word, and the pipes will be gone too. But it'll take a long time to rebuild that. We are aggressively dismantling Iran's defense industrial base, and ability to rebuild its missiles and drone capability is getting down to close to zero.
Well, that was the US president's West Asian update. There was another soundbite where he spoke about the Strait of Hormuz, urging the allies to come and join in on that action. But before that, a quick comment from Mr. Surinder Singh Lalli, foreign affairs and geopolitical political expert who continues to be with us on the broadcast. Very good evening to you, Mr. Lalli. Very quickly, the US president seemed a little bit irked, a little bit frustrated. He said, I've been talking to them, my allies. I said, do you have minesweeping boats? They say, we do, but we don't want to get involved, sir. And he's also saying that, for 40 years, our great patriots, American soldiers, have been protecting you. And now, when it's time for you to repay the favor, well, you're backing away from this naval coalition. So what do you make of this? Even at the Trump Kennedy Center press conference, Donald Trump makes it a point to talk about the 7,000 sites that have been struck, the ballistic capability of Iran that's been obliterated, and all those braggadocio statements that we've seen him reiterate over the past fortnight. Mr. Lalli.
Thank you, Kabir. Kabir, when you're in a hole, you stop digging. And on top of that, you don't take a shovel and dig deeper. If you have obliterated the nuclear facilities, if you have put the entire Navy on the bottom of the sea, 7,000 attacks, then why do you want coalition partners to come with you, who you rubbed, ridiculed, the wrong way, and now karma is paying you back. A war which they were never interested in getting into. You know, you wanted to annex Canada and you said India's a dead economy and other allies. Now, how do you expect them to pick up the tab for something which you started without United Nations sanction, without congressional approval? I mean, so much so that Marco Rubio was on record saying that if we wouldn't have started, Israel would have started. So the big question is this something, this war, according to me, was started by one country, if I was to go by Marco Rubio, which is the state of Israel, and now it takes three to finish this war. It has to be United States, America, and Iran. And, as you rightly said, he looks tired. He looks exhausted because I think he's looking for an off ramp. Now, the off ramp has to be in some way where he gets a face saver. And now he probably wants to include all the allies, as they say in Hindi, कि वो ठीकरा इन सबके सर पे. So according to me, can you hear me?
You're with us. You're with us. Please complete your thoughts.
So I think with all the might of the Israeli army and the American army, the mightiest in the world, they just want to get out of it because now if it gets any more intense, they need boots on the ground, which they can no way afford. So now they're trying to get the allies into it.
Yep, that's a great point. But Ms. Lally, one thing that we do need to ponder upon is that the Charles de Gaulle is in the area. Several other naval deployments are also in the area. So is it going to be a boots on the ground situation or is it going to be an anchor on the ground situation? That is something, because a lot of naval experts believe that the D-Day is going to be coming. It's not opportune for the United States at the moment. But then again, there is a D-Day that could be, coming and on the cards. On that note, many thanks for taking out the time and speaking to us here, because we need to cover a lot more from the West Asian sector. Surinder Singh Lally, foreign affairs and geopolitical expert, with us here on News 9.